Hello, and happy Tuesday to you, one and all. Sorry, for those of you who may have thought we were going to be doing Legends at this time, that was, well, so I've actually changed. I've decided that I'm not really, it's a little bit jarring to only do like 2 hours of something, 2 or 3 hours of something, and then shift gears and do something else. So I've tried to make full stream days, so allowing the first half of the day for the freelance work, and then the second half of the day, and then into the evening perhaps for video games, and dedicating the entirety of that time to that. And so, but I had made that change because I thought I was going to be accommodating my mother for studio time for her own channel. But as it turns out, it would be better off if she did that tomorrow night, so I could go back to my original plan, which was to give this game some try. I do have a hard out at about 4:45. I've got a social obligation at 5 o'clock that I must attend to. I'm not bragging, I'm just saying. So I wanted to make sure I could get a good chunk of time. So yeah, we should be able to get about four and a half hours of good quality Final Fantasying. Maybe even beat the game. I don't know how close we are. But here we go. I do remember from the last time, the reason I started here is we just got the stuff so that we can actually talk to these crazy people in Lufenia, and I think that is going to help inform the next phase of our journey. At least that's my hope. So here we go. There we go. Hey, we finally got some non-gobbledygook. Although I will say, what they were saying initially, I think they were just saying, look at this guy, he's so ridiculous or something, because it was a lot shorter. Their sentence was like, gobbledygook, bip, boop. I don't think that translates to, we are the... That part of the chair poking me in the back there. We are the Lufenians, the descendants of the race that once lived among the clouds, the sky people. You are a vessel, you use a vessel you call an airship. It was built by one of our ancestors, a man by the name of Sid. Okay, maybe I'm a little bit spoiled with like Lord of the Rings and other high fantasy stuff, but Sid seems like a bit of a letdown. Like ancestor, a man by the name of Celebrimbor, a man by the name of Ephrailiel. I just made that one up as far as I know, but I think that sounds a lot better than Sid. Sid could be the name of somebody in our party, but Sid should not be an ancestor many years prior to this. Yeah, that doesn't work. I changed the name to Sidrixon the Wise. I'll be able to live with that, but let me make sure I'm doing this right. Hang on a second. Okay, good. We have game audio and my audio on the same time. Okay, here we go. And that's all we get. Okay. That's all we get. A little fountain there. Maybe they're going to explain why their doors aren't open. The light bearers! Then the legend is true! Calm down. You guys hiding off here in the corner? We have a legend that has been passed down through many generations from Sid! According to this legend, 400 years after the fall of the civilization in the sky, warriors bearing light will come forth to save our people. From what? What are we saving you from? I mean, you're not in the sky, but this looks like a pretty happy place. You got a little fountain here. I mean, it's a judgmental fountain. It's not a very kind fountain. So maybe your water is a little tainted. But you see, no doors. Still no doors. We're gonna, let's see. 400 years ago, we built a civilization. Maybe I should be talking like this. 400 years ago, we built a civilization of the highest order. Even beyond the skies we reached. However, that is not but history right now. Okay. Why don't your buildings have doors? Do you guys fly in through the little windows? What am I supposed to surmise here? Why am I getting absolutely nothing of an education? The castle that floats high above the clouds was once a home of our ancestors. The Mirage Tower is the gateway to that castle. Right, okay. So we now understand the Mirage Castle, which I'm guessing is the one in the desert that we can't get into, is the Mirage Tower. Tiamat. Okay, there you go. There's a name with a little more credibility than Sid. Tiamat blocks the power of wind, the source of the sky people's strength. Alright, so maybe we have to fight Tiamat to get there? We place our last hope in the 5 warriors we sent out. Losers! Why send out 5 warriors when 4 will do? It's been said they fell victim to the curse of the fiends and were turned into bats. Okay, this could be a lot of fun if we can figure out where to do next. We came to believe there was another entity controlling the 4 fiends. To ascertain its location, we sent out 5 warriors, but much time has passed since we heard from them. I hope no harm has befallen them. Hey, do you guys talk to each other at all? This one down here is saying they got turned into bats. I mean, are we really? Well, maybe they don't speak a language the other understands? I don't know. Before you leave, Legendary, take this chime with you. Here we go. There we go! There we go. Bam. I do love you catch on to the fact, at least in this version, I'm not sure how it works in Nintendo's version, but in the Super Nintendo version, we get a head nod when we get something that's important. I'm still a little bit perplexed about their really crappy vendor. Yeah, get out of my way, you little slow moving. Like, seriously. I mean, those are private houses, but I guess there's no icons over them, so I'm guessing we're not supposed to be able to get any provisions from here, which I don't think we need them anyway. I think we're doing all right. Let's see, our big one is Antidote. We're still top of, but we got magic to work with that. What am I? Oh, high potion. That's it. Okay, so we probably could use a few more of those. We're flushing cash again. And let's see. We are. Yeah, we've taken a little bit of damage, but we're not in need of anything. All right, so now we can go into our airship. Okay, well, let's not get lost in the ugly, spiteful fountain of spitefulness. Oh crap! That's right. Our airship is all the way up there. All right, so we're gonna have to go through and fight our way through the forest, which is totally fine. I was gonna say, unless they're not foolish enough to dare to think they could beat us, we're just gonna do basic attacks against these guys, these jokers. Slide some dice, axe and dice, just diced. I'm just gonna rinse and repeat. You're doing 1 damage. Sorry, sucker. Hey, we leveled up. Okay. Alright. Thankfully, nobody hijacks our airship. I kind of figured with all the creatures around, that would be a big floating airship would be a big deal, but. Chill. Okay. Pretty savvy wolves there with their bit of ice storm. It definitely made us a little chilly. We definitely worked out the sweat. Oh, let's get back in our. Here we go. And here we go. Oh, we can't land there. Okay, so maybe. Wait, that's where we were landed, so we can't get there through here. It's gonna be another one of those go through your ass to get to your elbow type of situations. Yeah, looks like it. I mean, it's not too bad, I guess, but I mean, to be fair, that it would be a little too easy if you could almost just teleport. So in a way, the map it's actually kind of creative. As much as I'm not thrilled about it, it's pretty creative. Ooh, we've actually got kind of some suspenseful music this time versus the, like just chill, like, oh hey, you're getting mauled by horrible bad guys, but don't worry about it because the music is making you feel nice and chill. I probably should have saved before we came in here. Oh well. We can do that after this fight. Yeah. Alright, yeah, before we get too far, let's go ahead and... Oh wait. Oh, okay. I gotta go. Oh! You're way late at the doorway. Oh, it's more lions and tigers and bears. Oh no! You fools. You poor, pitiful fools. Have you not seen the badasses that are before you? We are not some prepubescent crew of aimless wanderers. We are... Right, so I'm going to pitch a tent, or a sleeping bag, I guess it is, because we don't need to heal a ton, but we need to heal a little bit. So we're gonna go here. Items. We go. Because we never really use our tent anymore. Because it really doesn't. Our cottage is much better. See, we got 10 of those, but just go ahead and burn our sleeping bag here. Which kind of looks like a kazoo, but I get what they're doing. I mean, I say we start at the beginning and just start overwriting here. Cool. Alright. Now, worst case scenario, we end up right back here. Okay. Alright, these are kind of new, so we'll see how formidable they are or not. Hey, Francisco! Hello, hello! Good to see you! How's this fine Tuesday treating you? And what do you have on the docket for the day? What exciting shenanigans are you about to get into? I mean, even with advantage, these guys have virtually nothing. Okay, they're putting some work on Makarov here. Wow, just really focusing him down. That's alright though. Here we go. I just saw the treasure chests. There we go. We got a tent. Yay. Aegis shield? That sounds pretty cool. Vorpal sword. I hope it's cooler than it sounds. We gotta check out our Aegis shield and our Vorpal sword. Alright, let's go ahead and do that. Equip. Really? No stats whatsoever? No stat change whatsoever? It's the exact same thing as a diamond shield? I mean, it sounds cooler. It sounds cooler. But yeah, apparently it's kind of the same thing. Well, at least the stats. Does it... Defense plus 16... Yeah, I guess it's pretty much the exact same thing. So the question then becomes... Can he use... Nope. He can use a light shield or a flame shield or an ice shield. That's all he can do. What was the other one? Oh, the sword. Vorpal. Okay, Vorpal sucks. And I don't think he's going to be able to use, or she's going to be able to use. No. Defender. I think Defender is much better than... Oh, yeah. Oh, my gosh. Okay. All right. So it seems to be true. We have pretty much gathered all the best. Healing Helm. Now that sounds promising. Let's see. No difference? How about... Oh, the ribbon's good for him, too. Oh, she has nothing. Oh, she can get a... Oh, she can only get a leather cap. Can she get a ribbon? And we'll give her something, but that sucks. Why can't she get a cooler helmet? Okay, he can only wear a ribbon, too. So apparently our magic caster can only use that. He's got himself a mithril helm, and he's got... Healing helm. What's the difference? Defense plus 6, weight plus 3. Am I crazy? It's the exact same thing as the healing helm? We'll just stick with mithril. That just sounds cooler. Alright. Now that we've looted the treasure chests and give us an excuse to kill more bad guys. Excellent. Oh, almost forgot. We didn't see that. I didn't see that treasure chest up there. I bet that's got some of the coolest stuff in it. Okay, those knights would probably be awesome if they were bigger. Like, the sprite work looks awesome, but because everything else is, like, so large, they look very ridiculously tiny. Like, they're like fairies. 1,300 gil! I didn't come all the way back here for 1,300 gil. Man. I got 250,000 gil right now. I don't need your 1,300. Shoot. Okay, they're a little tenacious. You know, which is to be expected. Oh, wow. We are dropping frames like crazy. What is going on? Wow. Sorry about that. I don't know what's going on. It's just wildly fluctuating. All right, we'll give it another 5 minutes or so. If it's still doing this, dropping almost half the frames, we might just have to end the stream and maybe try it again or something. That's atrocious. Or, since I'm recording it, maybe I'll just push through and then drop the VOD. That's unfortunate. Okay, well, let's just keep going. Can't change anything by looking at it. And I haven't made any system changes, so it's Master, we have waited so long. Cool, and we got okay. Alright, so that's just decor, apparently. I mean, those gals got some 80s hair going on right there. Hey, the Idea Spectrum! Todd, what's going on? Good to see you! Apologies in advance. I'm noticing that the stream is dropping lots of frames, so I hopefully that's going to straighten itself out, but I do apologize for that. How are things going, sir? Oh, that looks singy. Okay. Well, we came in one side, went out the other. We can either go up the stairs or... Look at my map here. Alright, big circle. Looks like we're going to go up. Well, never mind. Looks like we're going to miss the stairs and kill some more bad guys. And we're just butchering stuff here anyway. That is so bizarre. I mean, this music does make me feel like we're building towards something epic. This isn't the final boss, is it? I mean, that looked really like it really would have hurt. Like he's like, you know, got the blow back there and just singes his armpits. But they're getting... Hey, Carlos! Welcome, sir. How are you? Were you inspired to go try to play Battletoads after my misfortunes with it yesterday? I'm assuming not, since you're like, look, if it ain't going to be fun, I'm not going to play it. And trust me, there's not a lot of fun to be had in Battletoads. It is not a fun game. Alright, we're going to have to do some heals after this. We're all getting quite singed by these little bastards. No, God, no. That is emphatic. I can appreciate that, Carlos. Beginning to think it was a big mistake. I you know, we'll see how I'm able to go, how I'm able to do, you know, next time where I'm actually playing for like 5 hours. Like, it'll be at like this time slot. It'll be on Monday, but it'll like be 12 to whenever. And if I can't get to like at least level 7 at the end of that, I'll probably just hang it up and say, Battletoads, you have bested me. I'm not too proud to say it. Alright, that's a great spot. That got us right where we want to be. That was perfect. Well done, Denisia. Your spell was awesome. But we've got to find our way inside. There we go. So Carlos, for those of you who don't know, Carlos is a streamer as well. Froglos, which I'll be honest, Carlos, I don't see it. You know, I watched your stream. I don't any correlation to a frog. I definitely don't see it. I know your friends are joking, but like I would not have been like, okay, yeah, I see a little Kermit there or something. But anyway, it does streaming, so I'm curious what your next thing. I mean, I'm glad you gave Katana Zero a try. I'm like humbled and amazed that you cleared Katana Zero so fast. I struggled probably in like just repetition, like 3 or 4 different places. Like I said, I think it took me probably 9 hours or so. But now that you've conquered that as well, what is next up on your docket? Macro, hello. Hey Macro, did you check out? Carlos did a playthrough for Katana Zero, and apparently was much more at your level in terms of the speed to which he crushed it. And I also did get that game. Oh, but I haven't checked the mail yet. Yeah, anyway. But yeah, I got that game yesterday. So, not this week, but perhaps next week. Or maybe on the weekend, depending how much time I have this weekend, I'll give that a try. It's a little bit shorter week. This week is Thanksgiving, and actually got some family plans, which for the first time in like years. Our friend left on a journey to the west. He took the warp cube and went to see our master. Alright, so our friend left on a journey to the west. Always to the west. This game is always about the west. I don't know what that's all about. On a journey to the west, he took the warp cube and went to see our master. Okay. So apparently we're going to try to get a... Well, no, I don't know. I don't know. He's saying that somebody else got a warp cube and did something. Oh, you're looking for suggestions. There you go. Macro's got some for you. At least, yeah, because... And Macro, you're into Hollow Knight right now, right? They've got a sequel coming out that I'm interested in looking at. It looked, like, graphically and everything, it looked really good. And actually, those are great suggestions, because, you know, Carlos is kind of old school like me. Aside from... What was it? I'm trying to remember, Carlos. There was some game that you liked or didn't like that I took umbrage with. Very serious umbrage. But aside from that, we have a lot of the same vibe. So, like, yeah, a new game that plays like an old school game is very much in the wheelhouse. Silk Song, it's taking a cold while though. Yeah, Macro, yeah, that was it. I saw it and I was like, cool, and it was like TBA or TBD. I'm like, okay, well. I'm trying to think, Carlos, of what I've heard a demand for. So, a gentleman got on here, two gentlemen actually from Alaska. That's not a big deal. I just thought I'd mention it. They were asking me, or mentioned Rust. So if you have the ability to play Rust, I think it's on all systems, but I know it's at least on PlayStation 5 and probably Steam. But I mean, it's an open world game, so it's kind of a little bit different. But I don't know. Anytime I get a suggestion to play a game, I try to take it to heart. That's why, you know, I bought. There was a beat 'em up that Macro recommended. I can't remember the name of it now, but I bought it. It's like $30, so not a big deal. Give that a try. And I'll probably give Rust a try. I'm really debating. I don't want to buy a PlayStation 5, but the fact they're under $400 and that there are at least 3 games that I could play on it that I can't play right now kind of makes it seem like it might be worthwhile. But it is also 4 years old at this point, and I don't know when the next one's going to come out and make that one obsolete. So I don't know if they'll be continue to do games for it or what, but use the warp cube to travel beyond the sky. It will take you to the flying fortress. I mean, is that the cube? Anything here at the control panel? Mr. Spock, what's going on? I don't see what these things are doing. Oh, okay. Well, I just apparently picked a fight with the control panel. Hopefully it doesn't kill us. Fight and rage. That's it. Fight and rage. I knew it had something to do with fighting or raging, or maybe a little bit of both. Oh my gosh, this connection is horrible today. I have not had this many drop frames and this much fluctuation in a stream quality in a long time. I'll probably have to release this as a VOD afterward for anybody who wants to see it, just because, like, well, not a VOD, but a separate video. That's why I record everything, because this is probably slowing down way too much to be watchable. But yeah, so maybe that's another one, Carlos. Fight and Rage. Alright, there we go. I guess that's the cube. I'll be honest, as much as I like it, I think the progression is really slow. Plus, I unknowingly ran into a caveat in my playthrough that may or may not cause me to start all over. Are you talking about, the Hollow Knight, Macaro? I unknowingly ran into a caveat in my playthrough that may or may not cause me to start. So wait, does that mean there was a... Okay. Meaning there's a glitch, or like you didn't pick up something and so it makes the game unbeatable? Or it just makes it a grind or something? I mean, either way, it doesn't sound great. I mean, I've heard good things about the game, from you as well as others. But that does sound like I have a bad... Not a glitch. Let me explain. Yes, lay it out for me, Macro. Tell me what's going on. That way, if nothing else, if I do try to do it myself, I will not have the same issues, in theory. Ooh, I do love looting chests. Problem is, I feel like we're kind of on our own now. I don't know how to get out of this or away from here. Now that we're here, I probably should have bought some more of those up potions, but... Healing helm. Protect ring. Does everybody have a ring? I've got a protect ring, protect ring, protect ring, protect ring. Okay, yeah. Wait, okay, 4 of us, very strong, ambushed by one flock of seagulls haircut gremlin gal, and they call that an ambush. Whatever, Final Fantasy, whatever. Maybe that's the true Final Fantasy. Uh-oh, uh-oh. Oh, oh, so sorry. Sorry, not sorry. I mean, I guess that's it, right? That's where we came in at. So I guess this is the next... Well, there's another room we haven't gone in. So let's go to the room to the left. I don't mind picking up some more XP as we go. And I've been the same on the PS5. I thought about it for Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, but other than that, just not really interested. I feel like it's just going to sit there. Yeah, Carlos, that's kind of my concern as well. It just really, because when I thought about it, it's just the titles. There's not a title that grabs me. Astrobot interests me, but I think that's a full game now. It was a demo on the PlayStation, but I think it's actually a full game at this point, which I like. Elden Ring, which, like, in theory I could play on Steam, I think, but I don't want to put my system through that. I don't know if it can handle high-end. I don't know if my computer could run that game and do a stream and whatever else I got going at a good enough rate. Whereas if all the muscles coming from the PlayStation. So yeah, I've gone back and forth on it, and I don't know. Like, I mean, if there were like a bunch of people saying, "Hey, if you play Rust, we'll totally watch," then I'm like, okay, maybe worth it. And not to say that just a few people that, have a suggestion is not worthwhile, but when it comes to the cost of a brand new system, you're like, eh. The only thing I can say is my Xbox is seems to be having a bit of a difficult time. It might be on its last legs. Well, everything is a remake I already have, and my backlog is large. I feel like I have plenty. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Yep. Well, there you go, Carlos. So, what game do you want to play now? In all of your backlog, you were saying, I don't know what to play next. Any suggestions? Like, what do you want to play? Is there something you're just like, man, either whether it's revisiting something or, maybe that you haven't streamed before? Because, I mean, I seriously, I can't say that I'm, super inspired to, but, I'm like, there's a part of me going, I'd like to, climb through the Mega Man games again. Or just play Mario 3, just a classic. But, there's really not... it's trying to marry the... I don't want to say about demand, but the interest with... you got somebody like Macro. Macro's... he's a young fella. He's interested in the cool new stuff. So, playing like a Mario game, it's like, eh. And to be fair, Mario's are pretty stinking easy. Even Mega Man, compared to the stuff we've been playing, Mega Man's pretty much cake. Now, the first one, without save states, you just play, on the Nintendo, Mega Man's a pretty hefty challenge, but not insurpassable by any stretch. Diamond Glove, that sounds fancy. Although right now, I gotta say, I'll probably eat these words in a second, but... what is it? Diamond gloves? Okay, diamond gloves suck. So they're gonna suck against everything. I think I have too many games and can't choose what games I want to invest my time in. Yeah. You know what you might do, Carlos? Make a list. It's actually kind of a fun thing to do. I actually might take my own advice and do this maybe later tonight. Make a list of all the games you have access to immediately right now, which probably is substantial. And break them into maybe genres, general genres, just enough so that you have about several groups of 20. And then use a D20. I don't know if you've got a D20 lying around. But use a D20 and essentially roll. And you take the winners of each group, and then they battle. Each one rolls a D20, in theory. And then the winner of that tournament gets to be the next game you win. It's completely RNG. But that's kind of, part of, I hate to say it, it's a little bit selfish. Part of the reason I created the members thing was, I actually got that going because in it, people are allowed to give their, well, not allowed to, but I pretty much guarantee, hey, if you vote on this or if you request this game, I'll play it. As long as it's within reason, I'll play it, or I'll do a video on it, whatever it is. But it's in theory there's a vote. So if there's one person in there so far, that person is pretty much going to have, at least one day of the week, pretty much going to dictate what gets to be watched or what gets to be played. But the more people in theory that get there, it would be more like a vote situation. Oh, we got this doofus again. Now he's gray instead of brown or red or whatever he was. Let's just wreck his world here. Put him out of his misery. See, that's what I'm saying. I'm probably going to eat these words, but right now this game is incredibly easy. Now I know people said it has been made easier, this part of it, and then the final bad guy is harder, but he's going to have to be a lot harder to justify how easy this has become. Like we are oh, we got a ribbon. Nice. We can equip another ribbon. I wish it was called like the Helmet of Bad Attitude, but oh damn, Makarov is almost dead. I just realized that. We are cruising, but we're definitely not doing it without a price. So let's go to, you know what? Yeah. No, because I don't know when we're going to be able to heal up again. I don't want to use up her magic that we may need during the turn on a high potion now. That makes no sense. There we go. He needs a little. There we go. What's a D20? Canis Rufus Lupus, hello! This Canis is the pixel render for the Nintendo Switch. So it is the original, I guess, remake, remaster-ish. That, from what I can tell, as best as I can tell, it bumps the graphics up from original Nintendo to Super Nintendo, makes it widescreen, and I understand there are some tweaks to it, namely that somehow overall the adventure, the gaming is a little bit easier, but then the final boss or some of the bosses are harder. But yeah, so it is not emulated. It is running it right off of Switch, and it is, I think they call it the Pixel Remaster. It's really hard. I mean, the Switch cartridges are so small. Unless I go back and look at the actual cover, I can't remember. But it's. But welcome. I have not seen you before. But we are, as you may or may not be able to see, we are totally kicking butt. And yeah. I don't know how far we are. This is my first time playing the game, so I have no clue how far we are. I don't know how it stacks up against the original, aside from obviously it looking a little better with 16-bit versus 8-bit, and there being some quality of life changes, I guess. The biggest change that I understand from the original is you don't have to worry about the way you attack. In the original, as I understand it, if you had 3 of your people attacking one creature and that creature dies after the second attack, that third person just won't attack anything. And so there was a little more strategery, and you needed to know the enemies a little bit better. Here, they just attack the next living thing, which I think is a little more realistic, although certainly a bit easier. And they have auto fight. So if you, like what I've been doing, you can just hit one button and it just does your AAA. You don't have to tell it to do that every single time until you decide, okay, I need to change it up. Carlos, a D20. It's a dice. It's the dice. Like they play like with D&D. It's a 20-sided dice. It looks kind of like a octagon. So obviously you probably, I guess you don't have one. I guess you can do the same thing with anything that generates random numbers, or with a regular D6. A 6-sided like you'd get with a board game. You could do it too. You just have to have more small groups. But I kind of like doing that thing when I was younger. Kind of making up reasons to have face-offs and whatever. And here's the other thing. The good thing about that, Carlos. If you do that system and you end up getting a game that you don't want to play, like you'll get to a point where you're kind of rooting for one of the games to win, and at that point you just realize, okay, you don't even have to finish it. You just go, okay, I'm really favoring this game. This is the game that I would like to play, and chances are if I keep going, I'm going to end up, I might end up playing a game or selecting a game, or a game might win that I don't want to win. So it's a good way of, either if you really don't care, it's a great way of kind of saying, okay, here's the game to play. And if you do care, it's going to show you which one, because you'll be like, I really don't like this game lost, but I kind of really wanted to make to the finals. Oh, well, maybe that's the game I should be playing. So there you go. Mithril Helm. It just now occurred to me, I'm guessing Final Fantasy 1 was, wait, no, is it Final Fantasy 3 that's on the Nintendo Mini? It just now occurred to me I might have been able to play the original on that. But since I never played this game back when it came out, I don't have the nostalgia goggles, so it's a little bit harder. Like when I was looking at the original graphics, it's plain black background and everything. I was like, I kind of don't mind a little bit of it. And the other cool thing, Canis Rufus Lupus, is it's actually all the first 6 Final Fantasy games all together on the little cart. So that was the other reason for it. So I didn't have to go out and buy every single Final Fantasy that I've never bought or played. I could just have them all on the one system, and we'll be making our way through all of them. Time permitting. Wait, that's just the way we came, isn't it? And I think the overview map is also probably something different. Okay, now I think we came from there. All right, so I've only explored some of the doors. I haven't actually gotten to those 2 right by the entrance. Unless this is where I came from. Did I come from the top or the bottom? I think we went down the stairs, right? Yes, I think we want to go down again. Sounds like a lot of work, but it sounds like fun. I'll try that. Yeah. It's just kind of something. It's yeah, very overcomplicated. But like I said, I'll probably take my own advice and do that tonight. Well, no, because and then I mean it does help. You know, probably if you get like Macros made a suggestion there as well. You could do that if you really don't mind. Like Pizza Tower, I might never do just because I really don't like the look of it. It's the one with Peppino, I think, is the protagonist name. He just looks goofy as heck. It's just, whereas you know, like a lot of these games, even though they're older or that they're using simpler graphics, they still look really cool. Like Katana Zero or Celeste. Like Celeste is probably one that I should. No, I'm beginning to feel like I've been here before. I don't know. It's all kind of blended together. It's my fault for talking while playing. Kind of lost track of where I've been. But yeah, you can just take suggestions. You know, I kind of default to that because it's, to me, there's that balance of, okay, what do I want to play versus what do people want to watch? Wait. Is this going to take me back? I have no idea what I'm doing. We're aha, they're running away because they know they can't handle this crack squad of whatever we are. I really should have a D20 right up here with me somewhere. It's not exactly fundamental to my existence, but it's a nice thing to have for just random chance stuff. All right, we haven't been in here, so I guess the chests are going to be a good way to determine whether or not we've been somewhere or not. If the chest has been open, we've been there. If not, then it's new. The XP might be a drop in the bucket, but... Razor, that sounds really cool. What is Razor? I bet it's the coolest thing ever. Oh, right, I got a Razor. A saber that casts Scourge. Ooh, that does sound cool. But let's go ahead and equip... He's got ribbon, he's got helm, ribbon. Can I do... Yeah, sweet. Now, hopefully... Razor Knight. Oh no! The attack goes down. Everything else stays the same, but it can cast Decay. Light Axe. We'll see what Light Axe. Attack 28, accuracy 15. Okay, so it just doesn't buff our attack as much as the other one. But we can cast, which I'll try out. Why not? We are just looting treasure chests. Alright, so I'm going to let him do that. I'm going to let him... Wait, I don't even have to have it equipped to... Like, I don't see a razor here. Oh, there it is. Let's see what this decay looks like. Okay, okay, well. Could have gone better. He is kind of one of our heavy hitters, so I don't know if I want to keep using that, but... Okay, well, Scourge is a big whiff, so I think we're going to switch back to the axe. Okay, no, it actually worked there. All right. Would have been nice to have the list with me now. I've been waiting for 6 hours for my load. Glad you're on to come hang out. Oh, gotcha. Oh, Carlos. Okay, so yeah, you're at the dock, huh? That's right. Right. I forgot. This is kind of the middle of the day. That's 6 hours. Is that standard? Is that normal? To be waiting that long? You know what? Let's not get too fancy. Unless Scourge is gonna work, let's go ahead and. It's 42. Wait, so Ice Brand is better than the Light Axe? Apparently so. All right, let's go back to the Ice Brand. But yeah, I mean, you can always create the lists, Carlos. You know, just kind of from memory. It would probably be hard if you've got that many. But you know, just go through each system and go, okay, what do I got for each one of these? All right, so that is apparently. I think that takes us back to. Stop looking at it, you creepy ladies. She-Hulk wannabes. Dang, it worked. Look at that. I forgot Scourge is the insta-kill. Which is why it was missing sometimes, I guess. Alright. So we got doors. I'm going to open all the doors just so that, in theory, we can keep track better. Okay, so we've already been here. So we probably have backtracked. No, we missed all of them. No. No, not all. Just some places are horrible. Usually I'm in and out, and it's a little place to take forever. I got you. So you just have to chill in the cab? Are you allowed to get out? Are you allowed to like walk down the street and grab some stuff? Days is better than... Hello, Forsaken. Hello. Days is better than Rust. And when I say how so, but not as a challenge, Forsaken, I'm asking... Explain, because I don't know either games very well at all. I've seen a little bit of Rust. I know it's older game. So graphically maybe not quite as great, but it looked like it might be a little more friendly than Ark, which I've tried to play with friends, but I honestly, I gave it about an hour or so, and I was like, I don't think I get this. Alright, everybody's looking alright at this point. We'll be okay. Okay, so... Confirmed, we have been here before, so that must have been the room that we exited from when we first got here. But yeah, so how and what platform is Days on? At this point, I'm just acknowledging that pretty much any game like that is not going to be. I'm not going to be. I either have to play it on Steam, or get a PlayStation, you know, something a little more horsepower, because, you know, most graphically intense games are not going to play well on a Switch. But we get gems like this. Okay, yep, I rated there too. So it is confirmed, this is... I gotta get faster at navigating this. Clearly, we're gonna be getting poisoned a lot. Alright, so this is all covered. So we started at the bottom. Well, that's crazy, Carlos. Like, I mean, 6 hours, that's... Because are you supposed to be home at the end of each day? Is that the idea? Or is it like you're gonna be out for 4 days, and some of it may involve sitting for 6 hours in one place, some of it may involve more driving. Alright. So, okay, we started at the top, so we need to go to the bottom. So pretty much the exact opposite of what I just did. Got the guy reaching for the remote control again. Who came into my... Oh no. So dead. Oh, Dad. Well, it sucks to be dead. Bust up in here and get some more loot. After we kill She-Hulk and her ugly sisters. Nice. I love the fact that decay doesn't even like tell you what it hits. It's just like, I just decayed you. You've been decayed. Oh, we already looted here. Dag the nabbit. Oh, that is so awesome. And we can cast it for free. That's the crazy thing. Razor is awesome. I'm out 5 days and home the weekend, so it's whatever, just losing Athens about... Just losing Athens about enough time I could drive. I think I understand what you're saying. Okay, so you're pretty much just like, okay, I'm out. I got those 5 days. Oh, the amount. Okay. Just in the amount of time I could drive. But you're still, now wait, are you paid by the mile or paid by the hour? Paid by the time? If so, then this is, if you're getting paid by the mile, then this is really screwing you over, right? Because it's, or are you paid by like the batch? Like, hey, you're out this 5 days section, you're getting paid X amount, whether you're driving or sitting. That's all right, Macro. I mean, no, trust me. I understand. People have things to do. It's you know, everything is more important than me. Everything is more important. I totally understand. It's fine. No, it's fine. Oh wow! They actually gave, that was a pretty significant bit of animation. Blink. Well, you can blink all you want, but by the mile, but when I sit, I have a set amount I get paid by the hour. Okay. I'm acro-human? To be honest, I'm actually not familiar with that phrase. 13,000, nice. Let's learn a little something here today, folks. Acro-human. It sounds pleasant. Okay. There's a company called Acro-Human, but I'm not seeing a definition of the actual word. So, I believe that is a word that you pulled from the ether, my friend. Better known as your butt. You pulled the word, and here I thought I was going to learn something new. Instead... Ooh, that wiped out most of them. Oh, goodness gracious. Look at all your friends. They got wiped out in one turn by something that I can cast infinitely. And there you go as well. Ha 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 ha. This is pretty. I do like Razor. This is pretty darn cool. Oh wait a minute. I've already forgotten. So I know. Okay, yeah. So I do not. I can go up here. I can open the doors, but I do not want to go there. I just came from there. I need to go down. Okay, I've already opened these chests. Die, toilet water flushing. Probably got that one as well. How about some decay, boys? Bye-bye. It's better when there's more creatures on the screen because you can see it actually that, oh, it's going to totally work for two of them. Instead of just a big old miss. Okay, we already came in here. Already opened the door. All right. Good. Let's just go down. Straight down. Guys, why do you pick fights with forces you can't possibly understand, let alone battle? You know how acro means high, like Acropolis, which is a high city, and at the end of Katana Zero, the shrink calls you being subhuman, as in you're worse than a human. Okay. Alright, so you're kind of creating your own... So acrohuman means you're being better than a human. Now, wait, Macro, here's an important distinction. Is it that I see myself as acrohuman, or that I am in fact acrohuman? Because there's a big distinction. One of them is acknowledging that I am in fact elevated amongst my human compatriots. And the other one is, it's a delusion of my mind, which is slightly less flattering. Actually, no, that's incredibly less flattering. So, am I truly acrohuman? Or am I acrohuman in my own mind? No, I just see you as well. Okay. Hey, you know what? That, I'll take that. I'll take that. Just don't put me on too high of a pedestal, you know, because well, when I do wear pants, I put them on one leg at a time, just like everybody else. Now, I've never worn pants on stream. And by that I mean the long-legged variety of clothing, not nothing on the bottom, but, you know. Shorts doesn't sound as cool. When I put my shorts on, I put them on one leg at a time, just like everyone else. We're going to try to equip, because I think white robes and black robes may be pretty awesome for these guys. Let's see, body. No difference. How is there no difference? How are they literally no different whatsoever? Whether I do black robes or ruby armlet. Alright, hang on a second. Let me... Do we have... A robe that guards against fire. Okay, there we go. There we go. Instant death casts invisible when used. Oh, okay. Yeah, these are probably going to be better than. So yeah, you got to do a little research to see the difference. So white robe and black robe against the ruby armlet. Where's the ruby armlet? Can we get one here? It's a little convoluted. I'm not going to lie, but. So I'm going to have to go to equip, black robe, go out, go to items, and go to what I'm sure is going to be ruby armlet. Now there we go. Could you? Would you? An ornament adorned with rubies. An armlet or okay, yeah, alright, yeah, we're definitely gonna swap these out. Equip. I mean, I imagine something that's very specific, like white robe and black robe is gonna be very helpful, but still. Okay, so it's definitely good that we're looting and pillaging. And also because you told me to praise you loudly and proudly. I did indeed. I did indeed. So I appreciate you heeding my command, Macro. And behold, it was so. I thought he took a bubble bath. Turned him sleepy. Is he still sleepy? I don't know. Alright, we've already been there. Alright, so there's 4 items called simple keys. First 2 are easy to get. Other 2 are much harder to get. To do so, I need to go to areas I shouldn't even be in yet, and I already used 2 keys, not really knowing that they are limited. Ah, okay. First we need to get, the other 2 are much harder to get. To do so, I need to go to areas I shouldn't be at. And then I should have used them to open the way to main progression areas instead of side unnecessary stuff. Gotcha. So wait, so is it really... Is it genuinely a potential soft lock? Or is it still possible? It's just going to be a lot harder? Or is it really you can't actually progress the game now because you can't get to the places you need to get the keys to actually make the progression? Because I think that Somebody did a video that technically it is possible in Legend of Zelda to soft lock yourself. It's really hard to do. It sounds much more complicated than what you're doing or what you did by accident. But the guy set out to soft lock himself out of the game. You can do it, but you have to do like a whole bunch of things and do them backwards and the wrong way around and everything. But you can't get yourself to a place where you cannot get the last key you need or the last whatever you need to get in. So I know it's possible to soft lock yourself. That'd be really kind of surprised that a modern game would have that. Especially, it sounds relatively straightforward. It's not like you've got 18 keys. You know, it's like 4. So I mean that. The only other way that it would possibly be, I think, would make sense is if they actually gave you warnings and said, "Oh, by the way, if you do this, let's see. You know, are you sure you want to do this? You could be making it a lot harder for yourself." And if you're like, screw it, I don't care. Which I'm sure you didn't do, but... Wait, so I can... Oh, no, I cast Blizzard and something else from it, from the robes, I believe. That about did it. I'm a little nervous. We are starting to use a lot of resources. But I guess we can go back if we need to. Oh, right before the portal. What a bunch of goobers. Alright, one out of 4 is bad for one. So there you go. And down go 2. And then there was 1. That little turd's putting up cover, right? I don't think it is. I just have to make a suicide run through an area that I don't have the slightest idea what to expect them to be on the way, just to get the one key I need. So your choice then is, do I grind heavy this one level and have to play way beyond what I should have to do normally to get where I need to be, or to be able to beat the game, or is it going to be easier or more streamlined to just start over and and not go that way. From this observation window, you can look out on the entire world. This should be fun. The 4 pieces of earth, fire, earth, water, and wind appear as mist converging on a single point, and that point is Captain Planet. A point at the center of the 4 altars. This must be the location of the Chaos Shrine. Boom. Okay. All right. So right smack dab in the center. That's pretty cool. I'm gonna remember that. I mean, is that all we needed to do here? I don't think so. I'm guessing there's... Hey, you know what? That doesn't help against decay. You grimy old witch or scourge, whatever. That's the sad part. I used to have a pretty good farming spot in the first area, but it changed because I progressed in the game and now it's ruined. Oh! Now wait, but that's not the case. If you just start a brand new playthrough, it resets everything, right? And farming. So is there RPG elements in there? That sounds a little more... I thought it was just a side scroller. I didn't think it was... Or platform. I didn't think it was going to be all that complicated. Days is like the grown-up version of Rust. Okay. That helps a little, Forsaken. But like so all I'm saying, like I saw a screen, like if Rust looked like Fortnite, I would understand probably exactly what you mean. But it looked like Skyrim and bows and arrows and swords and stuff. So when you say grown up, I'm guessing you don't mean adult in the naughty way. A protect cloak, right? Is that what that was? Clothes, skill, gold needle. worn over armor? Well, that's interesting. I don't see a spot for it, though. That's interesting. Alright, whatever. I think I'm alright. Yeah, but I put like 25 hours in that baby boy, in that bad boy, so I'm hesitant to do it as to what to do. Yeah, Macro, I got you. I would, I mean, if it's possible, I would probably just grind it then. I mean, that's where I got with Ninja Gaiden. It was either learn how to fight the second boss the quote unquote right way, or grind the playthrough levels over again. Like just grind them, get better at them, so that I can one hit kill the big bad. And I chose to do that instead of having to go through the whole rigmarole of. But that I think it just is whether you want the grind and repetition or. Oh dear. This is looking pretty bad. Oh no! Ha ha ha! Wow. Wow. Same concept. Post-apocalyptic survival has zombies, but the player interacts with the PvP are what make the game shine. Plus the realistic survival mechanics. Okay. Okay. Fair enough. Okay. And is it also newer? Forsaken? And once again, is it PlayStation? I mean, I guess I can look at it. Let me just take a quick look at the screenshot here of Days game. Okay, it's on Steam. Oh, wow. It came back out in 2013. Holy cow. All these games are pretty old. Does not play on Xbox 5. Or Xbox 5, sorry. PlayStation 5 plays on 4, but not on 5. Interesting. Because I know they were saying Rust doesn't even. All right, that's something for me to look into for sure. It's a multiplayer game that's entered alone. Okay, I'll do a little research on it because I don't know. I mean, like. Grown up may not always. I mean, a lot of times that is ideal for me personally. Sometimes I like them. Like I don't like Madden. I never liked John Madden football. I'm a Tecmo guy. I just want it simple. Give me the bare basics. Let me just have fun. Make it an arcade style type thing. Blades of Steel, again, very simple hockey game. NBA Jam, very, very simple basketball game and a little goofy. But that's not how I like all my games. I don't necessarily want them to all be arcadey and simplistic. I mean, goodness knows, look at my brain-busting plays in this game, you know? It's definitely a much more of a thinking man's game. And we seem to be picking up some pretty unique stuff here. Gold Needle. As soon as I say that, of course, we... What the crap is that? Didn't even have time to look at it. I am such a badass. We killed it before I could even identify all three of its heads. Oh, almost walked out of that. Sasuke's Blade. Alright, well, let's see what that does. Man. Here we go. A small katana used by ninja. Okay. Well, I guess we'll see what the stats do. Like, I don't think that beats the Ice brand. It does! Okay. Let's go, Sasuke's Blade, or Sasuke, or whatever. Wait, what? Oh. I'm not going to go through it normally. I'm just going to make a run ignoring all the enemies and just try to get the key and getting the hell out. Sounds like a sound strategy. A sound strategy. I think that's gonna be better than starting over from scratch. Unless you find it to be just absolutely ridiculously impossible for whatever reason. But it sounds promising. Yeah, we just got the Xbox 4, man. Is it called the Xbox 4? Is it the Xbox box? Because I mean, it literally is a box. It's like a rectangle, or no, it's a square, right? I don't know. I know the PS5 is a thing, and I know the Xbox is maybe it's Series S or Series X. So maybe is this really all we came here to do? Was that one bit of knowledge about where to go next? Oh wow, these guys are not very resistant to Scourge. I thought they were going to be tough, but also that like I think both PS5 and Xbox have been out for 4 years now, haven't they? Protect ring. Wow, one goofy little creature against my massive army of crazy adventurers. Yeah, well, those two keys are just stupid to get. Oh, wait, it's even sadder because I haven't seen anyone else talk about my issue. Oh, the last Reddit thread I looked at had comments that brushed off as, relax, man, there's more keys ahead, you're not stuck. Well, those two keys are stupid to get at my level of progress, I mean. Yeah, I mentioned that in, I don't remember which game I had played, but it is, in this day and age, if you have a problem and you go online and nobody else has that problem, or nobody mentions that problem, it is a very terrifying and lonely feeling. Because there's at least one person in this whole world, this whole interwebs, there's at least one person that has felt the same way, or had the same experience, or had the same problem. And if you don't find somebody, you're like, what the heck did I do? How crazy off the beaten path did I go? The answer may terrify you. Oh, protect ring, I think is what I was going to look at. Ring the guards against instant death. That seems like it would be a pretty big deal, but what other rings do I have? Protect ring, protect ring, protect... Oh, I've got the protect ring already. Alright, never mind. Waste of time. Let's go. Wait, is there a... No. Tell me about it, especially when trying to troubleshoot a problem with my PC or a software. Yeah! Yep. Yeah, troubleshooting. Troubleshooting to me, it's less like scary and just more frustrating. I'm like, are you freaking kidding me? I'm the only one that has this issue. But it's almost like, it's almost just as bad when you go somewhere and you find a bunch of people with the exact same complaint, like with a PC issue or something, and there's no answer for it. And you're like, this has been going on for 5 years and nobody's addressed it. Ooh. My gosh. That a razor is broken. Razor is broken. Wait, I'm not using razor. Yes, I am. No. Wait, what? Hang on a second. I have to be using razor. I'm not using razor. Oh! You don't have to have it equipped. You don't have to have it equipped. It can just be sitting there. Wow. Okay. I think this is all we can do, really. Yeah, we're quite the force to be reckoned with here. All right, so we have, in theory, there's a section there, but I don't know how to get to it. All these little I don't know if those are just for flavor or if we're supposed to be able to go there. Oh, there's another door. There's 2 more doors. To the southwest. Of course it's west, but southwest. And then we can come back up here. But we keep getting good stuff, so I don't want to bail before we get all the goodies. And if we can just kill some more baddies along the way, It's older. It is on PS5. Okay. So it predates Rust then, right? Because I think Rust was only, I mean, it was older, but it wasn't, or it was old, but it wasn't like super duper old. Whoa, the boxes are attacking us. It just came out with DLC and hits its peak player count for a 10-year-old game. That says a lot. Wow. Yeah, that does. That is a high endorsement. It's weird that I've done, well, I feel like I like the word Rust got thrown around a lot. Arc, I heard about Arc first, but I heard about Rust more. This is like my very first time hearing about Days. I mean, it doesn't hurt to give them all a try, I guess. See which one suits me better, because I mean, I'm sure there's going to be one that seems to be preferable for whatever reason. I mean, admittedly, I am a little like I've historically had less interest in, I think they're called MMORPGs or MMOR, you know, those types of, and anytime when, because people, you know, like people can enrich an experience and they can make it miserable just depending on. Analyzing Tiamat, no known weakness. So is Tiamat the big bad then? Are we really going to beat this now? That would be crazy. I mean, they've got this really amazing lineup of very technological computers with red blinking hieroglyphs that are telling us there is no known weakness. Really trying, you know, really hyping it up, making it like, whoa, you're not going to be able to beat this guy. He's too freaking badass, man. But I'm like, I've got Scourge, man. I'm going to one-shot this guy, no question. But yeah, like any game that makes a DLC 10 years after the game came out is one, it shows the company still supports it, obviously, but they do it because there's obviously enough people that still want to play it. It is just humbling realizing how much stuff is out there that I still have not heard of. I mean, granted, I kind of live under a big rock, so... Alright. Well, I guess we want to go... Well, I guess we came from there, so here would be the other way to go. Luckily, I'm on the Souls side, so I think it'll be one of my top 10s when I beat it. Plus the load map compass system never bothered me. Still a slow game if you want to milk the world, but still, it's all okay. Wait, what? On the Souls side? Oh, here we go. The thing is about Hollow Knight, if you like the Souls games, you'll adore it to death. If you like Metroidvanias, you'll think it's either mid or frustrating because of the map system. Well, now I'm a little confused, Macro. I'm a little confused because... Wait a minute. So what's the distinction? Because as far as I can tell, one of the big things about both of them is they favor exploration, and none of them, at least, yeah, none of them are particularly easy to navigate. Map compass system. It's a hybrid of being a Metroidvania and Souls-like. Alright, maybe I... So is Metroid considered Metroidvania, or is Metroid only really half of the Metroidvania experience? Because I mean, I've heard that term used a lot, but like Metroid to me was grindy. I got lost. I spent most of my time wandering more time wandering than I did playing. Castlevania was just punishing level difficulty, or difficulty, we'll put it that way. But you knew where you were going. You didn't have to really sift through maps and stuff like that. You was more or less linear. So to me, combining those two has always been a little bit of a confusion, because for me, the fundamental determination whether I like a game or not is how confused and how confused I end up being, how obscure the objective is. Like, I like games that make it more or less like, here's what you should be doing. You don't have to do it, but here's what you should be doing. And if you do that, you're going to progress. Whereas games where it's like, I don't know, maybe you go left, maybe you go right, maybe you go up and down. Man, I don't know. You just gotta find your way around. Yeah, no, Metroid and Super Metroid is like 80% of the inspiration for these games. That's okay, that's what I thought. So then I might be more like Souls then too, because as much as I can appreciate Metroid as a great game, and the gameplay elements are fun, when I did beat it, and I only beat it one time way back in the day, it was only with a map. Because otherwise it was just, I'm like, okay, where do I go? Like, I could be shooting, you know, going, I'm like, when I hit a dead end, I don't know if I hit a dead end and because I don't have an object or something I need to go forward that I'm supposed to have, or if I'm not even supposed to be here yet, I'm like 2 steps ahead. Like, there's really no way to gauge what you should and shouldn't have by a certain time, except for the fact you can't progress. But then once you get to a point and you go, I can't go anywhere, okay, what do I need and where do I find it? Like, obviously, I've gathered everything I can to this point. So where am I? What part of the map am I missing? What secret area have I not found? And or where is the item that I'm supposed to get in order to succeed in this? It was very frustrating. Whereas Soul seems to be a little bit more on the challenge in terms of your. I mean, not so much you're going to wander around forever. It's just kind of a. Come on, man, scourge this turd. What I meant by being a grown-up version is more mature player base, mostly. Lots of kid play. Oh! Wait, there's boobies in Rust? Really? Okay, and to honestly for a second, that kind of information is very valuable to me. Because, yes, I would prefer to play with a more mature player base. To me, that mitigates the biggest downside of, as I said, of the multiplayer genre, which is the multiplayers. Die, flushing toilet water. Alright, half of them's not bad. Yeah, there are just pixel blurred. I actually think linearity is kind of cool. Makes you more focused on one path, progress faster, and go. Yes, Macro. That's why, like, Katana Zero was kind of the best of both worlds, where it was you need to get from here to here, linear, but the way that you do that, you kind of had to figure out as you went, and then you had to execute. I didn't like the RNG element. I didn't like the fact that as for the puzzle part, the pieces could change a little bit. I definitely did not like that, but. That's my thing. Give me a challenge and I'll figure out how to solve it. Check out the hook while the DJ revolves it. Versus, what the crap am I doing now? And that being the driving force of it. Which seems a little more Soul-like. Yeah, there are just pixel blurred. But Days is really difficult to survive at first. Steep learning curve. It's not for everyone. You can catch flu or pneumonia from being cold and wet. You have to cook food, purify water. Oh, okay. Along with the ding-alongs. I think I agree with you, Macro. If I know what you're mistaking, what you're saying. Oh, this looks bad. This looks like we're about to get into a big fight here. We're going to want to heal up a lot. It's going to be a long way to go if we die. You mainly load bullets in your magazine and then load the mag in the gun. You kill an animal, you have to skin it and cook it. Super realistic. Okay. Yes, Duke Nukem, exactly. Thank you. I was wondering if anybody would pick that. I mean, it was a throwaway, but Duke Nukem, I appreciate it. Fitting that Duke Nukem would know. Ice, ice, baby. Ding, 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 ding. Yo, stop. collaborate and listen. This is back with a brand new invention. Suddenly, something. Okay, I actually don't know the song all that well, but I remember that part. Let's go with... We're gonna use... We might as well just crank a bunch of these. Well, here we go. We're about to boss fight some stuff here. Check out the hook while what? What is that a reference to? Oh, Duke, you were answering. Okay, I thought you were just... Phineas and Ferb, an advertisement? Sorry, Zoomer here. Yeah, no, Duke Nukem had it right. It's a Vanilla Ice song. One of the biggest songs of that year, crazily enough, when you go back and listen to it. Like, what, really? But it's a fun song. It's a goofy song. It gets a little at the end. It's like, okay. But whatever. Anyway, fun song. If you want to know more about it, check out Flash Spawns for YouTube shorts and Running Mans for the long-form YouTube videos and Twitch streams. It's one of my favorite games of all time, but certainly challenging. Okay. All right, yeah, for a second, it sounds like it might be a little more like Ark. Because that was my problem with Ark. It was, well, here's my thing. You can give me as much challenge as you want, but you can't make it obscure as to how to achieve that challenge. So if you say, if my character is like, you know, oh, I'm cold, I'm like, okay, in real life, there are certain things you can do to not be cold. But in a game, no matter how expansive, it is still going to be limited in how exactly it expects you to get warm and what you can do. Can I do this stick trick, you know, where you put two sticks down and you rub them, you know, with a little thread and use that friction to create fire and put kindling down and everything? Okay, maybe not that. Can I find tinder and flint? Is that a thing in this world? Like, you know, if it's like you're hungry, okay, but like the mechanics, I just remember Ark not being intuitive. I remember going with Ark, I'm like, okay, here's a problem. I know how I would solve it as a real person, but in this game, what am I supposed to do? What am I looking for? Can I pick up this rock? I can't pick up this rock. Okay. Can I pick this up? And so you're trying to figure out just the basic mechanics of how to just do anything. Whereas something like, you know, Skyrim or something, it's like, or if the game is like, I'm cold, I need to find shelter quick. Okay. That tells me my goal now is to find shelter. I need to find some place to get out of the cold, and that's going to satisfy, at least for this particular moment. Whereas, I don't know, does it need me to light a fire? Do I need to find pants? Do I need to find a sheep, shear the sheep, knit myself some wool pants, and then I'm good to go? Or do I need to find a cave and, you know, bludgeon the bear that's inside to death with my bare hands, because that's a thing. You know, so it's more how obscure the system is, because I don't mind. I actually am intrigued by survival. I like the idea, but I don't. And I'm stalling here because I think I want to use another item before we go in there. What is? 5 MP for each magic level. Oh, I only got one of those, though. So we're just going to use regular ether, I think. Yeah. Alright, so I kind of wasted 2 of them, but that's okay. I learned the hard way. Here we go. We've got to fight a green ball. The Lich. I'm pronouncing it the way they do in Divinity. The Lich. The Lich. Miralith, the Kraken. You have defeated 3 fiends and reached my lofty perch. All the better. May the image of Tiamat, the fiend of wind, be the last to burn into your eyes. Aren't I beautiful? Look how colorful I am. I've got like a lot of heads and a lot of stuff. Isn't that really cool? Aren't I just terrifying? Aren't you scared of me? Okay, it's just a big mess. These are a bunch of snakes that got knotted into a mess. All right, so we're gonna do this. I'm pretty sure decay is not going to work on this guy. We're going to go with... we'll see how much damage our knight does. If he does a lot of damage, then I'll use haste. Otherwise, I'm not sure what this guy needs. Slow, maybe? Well, let's just oh. Let's try this, see how that does, and we will use protect. No, that's a level 1. We went with the big stuff here. Reduces damage from spells by half. That's what I'm talking about. Oh, maybe that. Let's do this first. Oh, it only does it to 1? Alright, we'll try Holy first. Wow, that's pretty good. Okay, not too bad. Ooh, pretty. I dig it. Alright, you can attack again, you can attack again. We're going to try a little something different here. How about... let's try fire. And you... no, no, no! Dang it. Oof. Right in the face. Ouch! That was a complete waste of her turn. Baraga. Not as good as... okay, alright. We're gonna attack. Gonna attack. You are gonna use... Quake? Maybe. Well, he's probably flying. So we're gonna give that to him, and then you're gonna use... ooh, look, I'm glowing red. You know what? Oof. Wow, so I did... no way. Wow! Wow, we are either ridiculously overpowered or this was something just... I thought I was about to hunker down and really... I mean, that guy talked a big talk. He talked a big game. And he went down very, very quickly. That was embarrassing. I'm embarrassed for him. Alright, anyway, let's see. If you want to know more about it, okay, I've heard it before, just the Ice Ice Baby part. Yeah, if you're not up on like the classics of the 80s or no, 90s, I think, early 90s, then yeah, you wouldn't know Ice Ice Baby. It's very obscure now. It's not one of those ones that, you know, weathered the storm of time very well. Although I guess all music's like that, I guarantee you, Macro, your kids or your kids' kids will know who Vanilla Ice is because it'll come back around. Can I grab this? I don't think I can, right? No, we got it. It's there. Well, what? Okay. Holy death. Alright, so go ahead and save here. Because we have just shredded this game to pieces. My gosh. Wait. Yes. Level 48, baby! Well, the different clothes you wear can make you warmer, and yes, you can use bark and sticks to build fires. Funny you use that as an example. Yes, you can do it. Okay, all right. Well, that may actually be in my wheelhouse. And that's my thing. I'm like, hey, you can make it hyper-realistic, but as soon as I try to do something that makes a lot of sense to do realistically, but I can't do because whatever, that's when I start to get a little because it's... The two survival type games I go back to are 7 Days to Die and Project Zomboid. Okay. Wow. There's a lot of these games. I thought they were, you know, like something like Ark was unique, but apparently there's plenty of other games like that. They have 3 official maps. One is more urban, one is more rural, and the new one that came out last month is Arctic. Well, what about the mix? What about the suburbs? Why aren't they being serviced? What if I want to go downtown and go to my local you know, game shop and buy some magic cards, and then I want to go to Papa John's Pizza. Well, not Papa John's. Let's go somewhere else. You know, the local pizza place, and then I want to go grocery shopping, and then I'm going to go pick up some lumber at Lowe's. Why isn't that in the survival genre? How dare they skip over the seldom serviced middle suburbs? Travesty, says I. Travesty. I mean, I don't care because we're just going to go back to a village and get all our stuff back anyway, so I'm cool with just blowing stuff up. Just got to get to back to our little airship here. Bam, there we go. Oh, we don't want to go down there because we can't land. I mean, it's been a long time since we've been challenged in this game. And I keep saying that, hoping that I'll have to eat my words at some point, you know, so that just for the suspense, you know, be like, whoa, this was really hard, or wow, that ended horribly. But we are just awesome. Probably sell some stuff, maybe. By the way, your stream has a habit of freezing for a second occasionally. Yeah, Macro, we have been experiencing a ridiculous amount of drop frames. I don't know why, but unfortunately, so I'm going to release this. I'm recording it right now. I'm going to release this as an actual video because it has been, I mean, it's showing 32% dropped frames. That's abysmal. Usually it's 0 or, you know, like 0.01. So we keep losing, the stream keeps like rapidly fluctuating between where we're normally at, which is like 15,000 kilobytes per second, down to 5, 6, back up to... So, yeah, unfortunately, I thought about restarting the stream, but I don't know if that would actually help. But yeah, unfortunately, that's an affliction I'm saddled with at the moment. For me, it's the camera in bottom left that freezes. Gameplay and audio don't freeze, just the camera. Oh, really? Okay. Interesting. Well, I guess that's for the best, right? I mean, I'm probably the least important part of this equation. So as long as everything else is going fine, then what I'm saying or doing, because I'm not really doing much, I'm just occasionally expressing stuff. So, but thank you for letting me know that it's for you at least it's localized to the camera. I mean, I could say on this end from the actual like OBS, everything's running like a champ, other than the amount of drop frames. So our stream is lagging, but it's not on our end. We're hard lined in to the internet and 9 times out of 10 we're running at a high level. So if it continues, if it becomes a distraction, you guys can let me know, and I can restart the stream. I'm remiss to do that just because, okay, you got to set it up again and do whatever. And it may not solve the problem because it may be either an internet issue or maybe YouTube's having issues. I don't know, but yeah, I'm seeing it still. The problem still persists. It's kind of like 7 Days to Die, sort of, but more multiplayer focused. If you meet someone, you can decide to talk to them and team up to survive. You can kill them, rob them, tie them up, etc. Wow. Wow, that's, as I said about, was it Rust? The Lord of the Flies scenario there. You got people who are naturally going to try to help each other out and make the world a better place, and then you got people that just want to kill, steal, and destroy, and it's like, whoa. Oh yeah, Days looks cool. I haven't played it, but I used to play the Days Arma 2 mod before it was its own game. Oh, interesting. I'm pretty sure the entire stream stops for a second. The audio keeps going, though. Which would make sense. If it's going to drop anything, it's going to drop the video, unfortunately. But yeah, this is the first time it's ever happened. I've had it happen on Rumble before. I've never had it happen on YouTube for this long. Well, you know what? We've kind of hit a decent stopping place. So tell you what, I'm going to finish the comments. We're going to save. And then I will start up back here as its own stream because we're almost at the 2-hour mark. We just beat a big bad guy, so it kind of makes sense. And hopefully it'll be better because I don't like doing it. All right, so I'm just going to leave that up. And we'll come back to here. So yeah, let me finish the comments and then yeah, just I'll be right back. I'll start up another one. It'll be whatever episode this is, 0.5 or part 2. Well, rip to that guy. Exactly. Yeah, he wasn't really much of a thing. I wasn't even born in the 90s. I barely gained consciousness in 2011. Yeah, but you should. It's not something you know, Macro. It's something you feel. You feel when you have existed post 1980s, 1990s. You just kind of feel it, and the world just feels a little bit better. Oh, cool, dude. Yeah, it's come a long way since the Arma mod hit an all-time high concurrent player count last month. The devs are very devoted to the game, which I think is awesome. Yeah, that is awesome. Yeah, born in the mid-'80s. Nice, Duke. So yeah, you're a few years younger than I am, it sounds like. Attracting a lot of people his age. I mean, to be fair, if you're playing retro Nintendo stuff, that's typically the people who are going to check in. People who are familiar with it from the past. Not a lot of people playing Minecraft or... I don't know, what do the kids play these days? Animal Crossing or Call of Duty. Not a lot of those folks are going to be gravitating towards games like this. Good luck. Cheers. All right, Macro. Have a good one, sir. Thank you so much for stopping by. Good conversation, and thanks for giving Carlos some recommendations for what to play. He might like Rust better, though. I don't know. I've got 2,000 plus hours in days, so I'm a bit partial, I guess. I rage quit the game multiple times and keep coming back to it. I've done that with several games. Forsaken, including Legends, which unfortunately is going away permanently. But that's a game I actually uninstalled for several months, and then I'd come back to it. But I mean, the same could be said of some of the Nintendo games I've played, where I get really pissed off. I'm like, I'm never going to beat this, and I turn it off, and then I come back like 3 hours later. Yeah, it rewards you for being smart and figuring stuff out. I like that. I do. That does sound good. I think there are modded RP servers on PC that let you do stuff like that, actually. I played on PlayStation because of my friends, but I would recommend the PC version over console 100%. Okay. Okay, well then, yeah, then I wouldn't have to get another system for it. I just have to see if my... Because I think the only... yeah. So I've run Borderlands 2 on here, and I've run, which is old. And I ran one other game. What was it? The Legends, a collectible card game. So not very graphic heavy, not a heavy strain on the system. Those are only two that I've played, and Legends is the only one that I've played and streamed at the same time, and it's done fine. But I don't know if something that's much more intense, how the computer's going to handle it. That's my only... I mean, I can find out, but... I was wrong before. It's the camera and gameplay, but the audio doesn't cut at all. All right, Carlos. I hope that means that you got your truck loaded. Okay, so yeah, I'm going to go ahead and 100 card decks with so much greedy shit. Forsaken, we'll pick up with that conversation in just a second. Let me go ahead and stop this abominable stream and see if we can get something better going.